Most sellers think that paying for ads is the only way to rank for page 1. It's just simply not true. The secret? SEO. We just took a product from $33,000 a month to $107,000 per month, all with very minimally spending on ads. The sauce? Well, that comes into a 8-part process that we focus on while we take a product and scale it into Amazon. In this video, I'm going to cover each of those 8 elements, and if you implement just 6 of those 8 elements, it's going to make a meaningful difference in your business. Let's jump right in. My name is Hunter, and I'm the founder here at GigaBrain. We currently manage over 20 active Amazon brands, and we have dealt with 7, 8, and even 9-figure brands on Amazon. And what all of them have in common, at least the successful ones, is systems. And I'm gonna walk you through our exact systems that we use in order to take brands to the next level. Before I jump into our flowchart, I wanna talk from a high level why our SEO strategy is not just keywords. When you look at the algorithm, there is many variables that plays into part when you're organically ranking your listing. And one of the most important, if not the most important metric is your click-through rate. How many times when you appear in the Amazon search results are people clicking your listing? On top of that, the next most important variable is your conversion rate. How many people are buying from you after they click on it? And what that tells Amazon is your product is relevant for this search term. And when your product is relevant, Amazon is happy to promote you in their algorithm. And now you're gonna appear higher up on those search terms. So before you even get into keywords, you need to make sure that your listings are optimized and efficiently created to attract clicks. I call those disruptive images. Having a main image that has a swing tag or some text of specific keywords or different variables that help your main image stand out in a crowd of products that look the same. We need to have disruptive images. You need to understand the psychology of your consumer while they're searching in order to solve the problem for them. Typically, when your consumer is searching, they don't always know how to solve their problem. They know they have a problem and they're searching for it, but how do they solve it? And that all starts with the main image, and then once you close them with your conversion funnel. Those are the 2 most important elements, in my opinion, before we even go into keywords. And now I'm gonna jump in and explain how we took this brand from 100K a month to 160K a month by making some fixes. So this brand came to us, they had been spending thousands of dollars on agencies and were not getting results. They came to us as growth partners, and instead of just looking at PPC or just looking at organic rank, I took a step back at the big picture. What was wrong? And this brand had hundreds of products, and they had tons of opportunity to come into Amazon and take up real estate. So we came in and we made a ton of fixes for the brand. We focus on 3 main pillars. We have traffic, we have the listing, and then we have your average order volume. The latter is something a lot of people don't focus on, yet makes a big impact. Average order volume can be increased by doing bundles or figuring out higher ticket items in your niche. That way you can take advantage of the higher margins a higher price product generally yields, or take advantage of the higher margins bundles typically yields. We have 3 main metrics that I advise you take note of. You're new to business. This is very important. Understanding how many customers are coming into your ecosystem and how long they stay repeat customers gives you your lifetime value. Now, for a product like a jump rope, it is still very important, but if we're talking about a product like a supplement, your lifetime value oftentimes is what makes you money. If you're selling a supplement for $60 and it costs you $80 to get a sale because of advertising, well, if they come back and buy 3, 4, or 5 times, you now become profitable. And understanding that equation is an instrumental part in order to scale on Amazon. Once we have those metrics really dialed in, we take a look at the listing. The listing is important, as I mentioned earlier, as that's a very important part of the funnel. We need to make sure that you're positioned from a psychological perspective and you're selling to the correct part of the brain. You got the logical part of your brain and you got the impulsive part of your brain. And differentiating your marketing is important for that. People want to envision themselves with your product. Think running through a park and glimpsing at your Apple Watch. That's what you want to see when you look for an Apple Watch. You don't want to see it's 2 centimeters long generally, right? Of course, in specific niches like kitchen or a table, these elements are more important. It really depends on the niche that you're positioning to. But understanding that is critical. And the process I use in order to do that is painting a customer avatar. Typically in marketing, we want to push one group away in order to pull the other group closer to us. Polarize. And through polarizing, we can attract the right type of customers. Amazon rewards highly relevant listings, and if we can position our products highly relevant, that complements our SEO, that allows us to rank. And that's why these elements are critical in our SEO process. It's not just one step. You need all three pillars in order to properly rank, because Amazon wants to make the most money. So if they are having a high average order volume from you, you're highly relevant, and your listings are tailored, you are going to move up considerably in ranks a lot quicker. And I see a lot of sellers focusing on PPC, or they're focusing on SEO, but they're not focusing on that value proposition. That's what everyone is here for. Don't get me wrong, you can improve your conversions through throwing a lot of psychology and understanding your customer avatar and positioning the branding properly. But if you don't have that foundation of a solid product, you know, it does make it very difficult. And the third pillar is traffic. This needs to be a dance between your SEO and your PPC. Now is when we get to roll up our sleeves and have some fun. Really map out the keywords and build a beautiful master keyword list. That way you can go after the proper keywords that are going to be relevant for your listing. And understanding that SEO and PPC is a dance in order to achieve organic ranking is something that you need to keep in the front of your mind. Our strategies almost always revolve around ranking a product, because what happens is as you start getting organic sales, those are free. We're no longer spending money on advertising. We pay a referral fee. I shouldn't say free, but they come in and we're not paying for advertising, which brings our margins significantly higher. So if we can come in and rank a product organically, the benefits are huge. For instance, this product that we just got to $100,000 a month is at $40,000 a month in profit, because we have very minimally spent on advertising. That being said, it is important to select a niche that is not saturated or overrun with Chinese sellers. That's a story for a different day. Let's focus strictly on the fundamentals for now. So we have SEO, we have PPC, but we also have external. We need to focus on driving traffic from Google Ads when we first launch a listing. We also have a lot of ways of using publications and driving traffic through other mediums that will also improve your authority pointing at Amazon, which Amazon loves. This is the type of things that most marketers don't take advantage of, and why most sellers aren't dominating. They don't take advantage of the entire flywheel and understanding all the elements behind Amazon's algorithm. Once we knock out these three pillars, we notice brands are in much better places. Only focusing on one pillar is not going to get you results in Amazon. We need to understand that it's a full flywheel. So for this brand, we fixed a lot of things for them. We came in, we created split tested images based on keywords. We showed that there is variation types inside the main image. Inside a main image, we typically have 7 different categories of psychology that we can implement into the main image. The main images did really well. When we looked at their ads, there was tons of restrictions inside their ads that was preventing profitable ads from really spending. We increased placement bids, which told Amazon, hey, we're willing to spend more money, and we got more results. We turned off the losers. The amount of losers that most Amazon brands have is outrageous. They're just hanging out with a bunch of losers. But seriously, it shocks me when I go in and take a look at Amazon brands and we see $20,000, $30,000 in wasted spend, and they don't want to make the investment in a growth partner. It blows my mind. You know, it does make me sad to see that, but it also, in a way, gives me fulfillment because I know that I can provide so much value. And when a brand like that takes us on, we can come in and make a lot of fixes, and in this case, drive $60,000 more in profitable sales. They also had some suppression issues. Catalog is another important thing to keep up with. Removed all those suppressions. And moving into the end results from a before and after standpoint, their conversion went from 10% to 18%, which is a huge jump. Their click-through rate went from 0.3 to 0.5, which is almost a 50% increase. Their CPC went from $1.27 to $1.10, and their tacos went down from 18.5% to 14.5% while driving significant growth. Scaling on Amazon has tons of moving parts, and at GigaBrain, we have full-time positions for each part of the process. We build a conveyor belt that allows specialists to focus on each individual part of a listing in the process of scaling it. We have SEO specialists, we have PPC specialists, main image specialists, market research specialists, category specialists. The list goes on. If you are looking for a second set of eyes from a A+ team, a team with with a track record of scaling brands on Amazon. Click the link in the description of this video and book a 30-minute call where we're gonna walk through A to Z and give you the exact blueprint to scale your business on Amazon. If you find value in this video, like, comment, subscribe, and check out this next video about making main images.